We design. We then decide we go to Radio Africa to Maina in the morning.
Okay.
So we go to Maina in the morning, we advertise. He sells the product, it blows up. We can't work. That day the phone is, people call, we can't do anything.
With Ken, video 7.
Gems on gems. I'm loving this conversation. I hope you are too. The conversation continues. This is a very rich class in session stroke the playhouse. I've even called it a class in session, but it's really the playhouse where we get to hear the life journey of the leader who is seated here. And today we have none other than Ken Mbae. So you are now in school, you're gaining your back and forth deputy. Continue.
So we carry on, and then in December, in Easter now of 2018.
Easter.
Yeah. So I'm still working on Vipingo.
What are you doing at Vipingo at this time?
We're finishing. We've done the master plan. We are designing what would be phase 1 of the industrial.
Of the industrial.
Yes, we are. So in Vipingo, we're still doing the design work. We're doing the master plan, and we need to start the project. So there is work now. It needs to start practically on the ground.
I get it.
So we need to ground break and have a team on the ground. So around Easter, I'm the one still reading this process. The point of contact in Vipingo, there are consultants from across the world, rockery, engineers, architects working on it.
And have you left Two Rivers at this time?
Our office is still at Two Rivers. I have a few other responsibilities.
At Two Rivers?
At Two Rivers.
Yeah.
And for Adina itself, across, even in Uganda. But my attention is more on Vipingo.
Okay.
Then James is honored in Mombasa, in I think Vipingo. We go together with Fred. We are going to meet, Fred Moremi is the CEO of Centum Capital. We fly to Mombasa to go and meet...
James?
No, we are going to meet lawyers. The Vikram, the lawyers on the ground who are working on the project.
Okay.
On other things, the process, the titles and the rest. Then we join James in Vipingo so that I take him around what we are doing. When we are there, we have a conversation. I tell him, I want to come here on the ground. No, he says someone needs to come here on the ground, be responsible for this project while they are here on the ground. I say I will do it. And maybe 6 months, if nothing happens, you can hire someone. That's in April. Then, so we agree, Vipingo has a board. A board has already been constituted. We prepare a board paper, and I get a team to move with to Vipingo. So I speak to everyone. It's almost very far. No one is interested in relocating. But Raphael is now the GM in Uganda, agrees because he had worked with him previously. He joined as a graduate trainee. We are doing Centum offices, King Beverage offices as project managers.
King Beverage offices, I worked with King Beverage.
So their office on
Mombasa Road.
Yeah, we're the ones who did it with Raphael. All the work.
Nick
was the GM.
The GM, yeah.
So Raphael agrees we go to Vipingo. So we schedule a board meeting, and on 28th of June, it was on a Monday, in 2018, we get a board approval to proceed with the project. Even chairman is there. It was on a Monday. So we get approval, we carry on. So we start with industrial and residential. We've done a concept of awali. So we start by selling on the ground. I've come with Raphael. We also agreed to come. We got a crack of works called Karanja.
Yeah.
And we moved to the ground.
And you've left wife at home?
Yeah, I tried to convince her to follow me to Vipingo. Said that's a bad idea. So I went. So we're on the ground, and I told Raphael, this job, we might be jobless in a few months. There are no guarantees here. We will not incubate failure for a while.
Yeah.
So then he said, he said, what's the worst that can happen? So we agreed it's failing, and we know about it. So he said, that was the end of him discussing failure. We'll do what is possible. So we start selling awali. We advertise, we meet agents.
You call it awani?
Awali.
Awali.
the nice machinates and beaters
yes.
that are there. It's on a size of plantation. Even me, I didn't know it was. We are selling off brand. So we advertise on the papers. We speak to some agents in Mombasa. On a Sunday, because I was staying there at the Ridge, I get my first customer. His name is Dennis Muro. He came to buy. So I take him through the master plan, the price, and we select house number 6. So he's asking me where house number 6 is. I show him where the house number 6 is. It's right at the entrance of Vipingo Ridge. He's happy about it. And he pays a deposit, 10%. So I get 2 checks because it was on a Sunday of 800 and 500, 1.3 million. So we had been given approval on Monday, 28th May. I think it was Monday, 28th May. And then we got our first sale somewhere mid-June. We banked it, so we knew at the worst we have a salary at the end of the month. But with that money, we went and advertised on Nation Media.
Ooh.
So we put an advert on Daily
You
Nation.
guys are running this thing.
Now we are running this thing, me and Raphael. We are the salespeople.
That's what I'm...
Actually, let me go back. We opened the postal address, 117 80117 Vipingo.
Yeah.
That we are the ones who opened. We bought we bought a Safaricom line, 0740 400 215. We diverted it. That was the office line. We diverted it. It calls twice. When there's a call, it's diverted to Raphael. He rings twice. If he doesn't pick, it's forwarded to me. And we are not to miss those calls. Then we bought, for us to be credible, we bought a telecom line, 020 4400 215. Then we had thought of doing cabin offices. We go buy prefabricated containers, we put them there. But I met the chairman of Vipingo Ridge there, and we negotiated our office space inside Vipingo Ridge.
No way.
On first floor of the conference center. So we had a credible address. So we wrote our business cards and our office. It's a first floor of Vipingo Ridge Conference Center. So now we are...
But Vipingo Ridge is not at Vipingo, is it?
It's in Vipingo Ridge, the golf course.
Oh, it's a golf course.
It's inside there.
But that time, no, before, at this time, I thought you told me it's just Sisal.
No, you see, Centum owns all the land outside of Vipingo Ridge, the entire Sisal. But Vipingo Ridge is separate.
I get
but
it.
We have a working ecosystem.
Okay, yeah.
So we set up our office there. We went and advertised. So when you call, you speak to Raphael. I'm seated next to him. Then people ask to speak to his boss. Or you call, you speak to someone at the reception who happens to be Raphael. And then now he comes back as a sales executive. On the same thing, we're just running as a complete startup. But it will grow up very soon. So we advertise.
You've not you've been given a budget to go down with?
No. As we only asked for the opportunity. We said we will send back. We used an analogy from the Bible. We'll send money back to Rome.
Yes.
We'll not ask Rome for money. We'll send them back food. So he said we are going and we will not ask for any shilling. We will in fact be sending money. We are so convinced because we are the ones working on this project, we will be successful. Failure was not an option.
What? So you sell your first house, you guys buy phones and start redirecting phone calls and put a billboard.
We had bought phones before we
went
to Vipingo, but I remember, that's why I remember, we're the ones who opened the postal address. What else? We even did the website. The ones who did the website, www.vipingodevelopment.com. We got the domain. Our IT company was supporting us.
Yes.
We did the content, we did the brochures, we did one because we were writing in English. First, you think in your primary language. So I think in Kimeru, then translate into English. I gave it to John C. Biokumu. He said, the Englishman cannot understand this. We went to his house to polish it. So he polished our collateral. Off we went. I can't forget.
My God.
So we advertise on Daily Nation. We put a full page advert. We told them we are Centum. we'll pay in 60 days. We advertise, then we get calls. So people are interested, but they're asking, is there a project that is affordable, below 5 million? Government was doing affordable housing. So we sit across one another and say, if we do a 1 bed, 45 square meters, we did some numbers. We said that we sell for 1.8 million. 2 bed we sell for 2.9, 3 bed for 4 million. We can sell. We agreed we can sell. We spoke to our architects, Lexicon. We asked them, they said they can do it. So they gave us a concept design. Luckily with James, how you work, decisions are quick. We sent to him, he said, give us approval, we test it. If we get enough demand, we'll go to the board for approval. We design, we then decide we go to Radio Africa to Maina in the morning.
Okay.
So we go to Maina in the morning, we advertise. He sells the product, it blows up. We can't work. That day the phone is, people call, we can't do anything. We are unable to work. So
just sales, leads. You guys are now closing those leads. People asking questions.
People asking questions. That day we didn't work, we were busy responding to questions. The following day, that advert runs the whole week.
Yeah.
So people asking questions, asking where can we pay, how do we select the house? So now we are running what to do. Because anyway, we are not sold any houses before, we are the first ones. So we formulate it, then 2 Rivers had a customer service team. We call James with a solution that we put that customer service team in a room. They call all these customers, they pre-qualify them, and then they give us the ones we need to convert.
Oh, nice.
Now we have a back-end team to support us. So the ones who did well, we absorbed them as part of sales. Then now we continue.
Oh, because I like what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because everybody's calling that line.
Yes.
People who want to be the contractors.
Yes.
People who are just finding out.
Yes.
Conmen. Everybody and everyone is calling.
But out of that exercise, hourly we sell. There were 74 units. We sell like 30. People pay 10%.
Including deposit.
Yeah. We sell 220 apartments.
What?
Yes. We sell 220, we open another block, we sell 330. We say we need to do construction first. Then the demand is high, we increase, we sell 440.
What?
Yes. Then we started, now the company is awash with, I remember we were monitoring, okay. We didn't have a shilling, so we had 1 million. We would celebrate when it gets to 10.
Yes.
When it gets to 100. And gets to a B, we used to celebrate. The finance guy would say, okay, today we've hit.
Yes.
We've hit this number. That's one component of the story. That's how we set up the sales, and we validated
the project.
That there is demand for housing. Then now we've advanced with designs and construction began. But when we were talking about industrial,
yes,
we met many people. They asked us, manufacturing, the key component is water. Where can you get water from? So we did research. We came back with, we do boreholes. James asked, said, no, you can't do boreholes. There won't be enough. So we said we have a body of water there, and there is desalination. So we went across the world looking for desalination plants. We went everywhere.
Dubai.
Went to almost everywhere, even California.
For real?
Yes. Then we ended up in Dubai. We got Metito, who are one of the largest desalination providers. And we signed a contract to buy the desalination plant. It was quite an amount.
Of course.
And we didn't have the money. We signed. And the plant began. Now it's operational. It's been operating for 4 years.
No way.
Yes. It's the largest south of Cairo. There isn't any other plant like that. Produces 3 million liters of water.
No way.
Yeah.
I know about the Dubai one because I watched a documentary on it, and it is huge.
Ours is not as huge, but we have a desalination plant there.
So for somebody who needs to understand what that is taking seawater because it is salty and turning it to so that consumers can use it.
Yeah.
All the way until drinking.
Until drinking. Drink water.
What?
Produce 3 million liters of water. It's just that crash thing, you put concentrated salt on one side plus a membrane, then this water flows on this other side. It's the same, just as same simple.
Clearly, me, I don't know the class 4 thing.
Yeah.
What?
So we put in the desalination. There was a demand for it.
So outside for this sales thing, outside of Raphael and yourself, and and the call center that is just sending you good leads.
Yes.
Are you growing? Is the team growing at this time?
Yes, now we're recruiting every other day. We ended up being like 15 people.
Yeah.
We had a finance person, we had a project manager. We kept recruiting, but now the business, we saw it's sustainable and it can carry on. Okay,
where do finances go in a situation like that of sales? Do you create your own accounts or they go directly to the Centum account?
No, they go to the project account. You can't even use them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like an escrow in a sense?
Yeah, they go in an escrow account.
Okay.
Yes. So we got financing, the project started, but that's how it started. Then we said we needed, okay, let me finish the industry. So we speak to various industries. Some are interested. Then they ask this question about residential, which we answer that we have residential coming up. Then people ask us about shopping. So we brought a mall and we got an investor. Then we met a big industrial conglomerate and they partnered with us.
What?
We had done thorough research on that group. The owner was coming to see us. We organized at the Ridge, breakfast, big boardroom. The guy came in a simple way, spent time with us the whole day. And he came in he got sizable chunk of land. And he said, you guys are too passionate. You have your small car here. And we talked to him, he says, okay, where are you going to see? Because we are speaking with him with finality. We agree on a price. We are not asking to consult.
Yes.
Then he says, how come you're not consulting? He say we have the leeway from our board and from our boss to do this much. But in the meantime, in the conversations, we are sending requests for approvals on WhatsApp to carry on the transaction. Anyway, that's the story of how Vipingo came to be. Vipingo as a...
No, like... Okay, let me say this. Yes. A lot of bureaucracy prevents decisions. It prevents movement of projects because of the approval process and the length that it takes.
Yeah.
Hence why a lot of companies are moving to the agile system of operation.
Yeah.
Safcom being one of them. You guys, the DNA of you, it's like this is one. Yeah. It's a flat system, as you said.
It's flat, completely flat. We can interact with anyone. So that carries on. We build 440 plus.
So now you're there also during construction?
I'm there, based there full time.
This is now you become literally the MD of this project?
Yes. I was the GM, then I was confirmed as the MD. And I'm also going back in school. So my program is running still.
Okay.
I'll graduate in July. But in between, we come up with an idea that there is diaspora. So to make use of our travel, we go to the US and also sell. So we would check conferences where Kenyans are meeting in diaspora. We go there. If people express interest, the time difference is there. I get the inquiry. I send to Raphael. He prints the offer. He prepares the rate of offer from the CRM.
You fly?
Me, I'm there.
Oh, yes.
I'm in the US maybe.
But the US is a continent. Basically, the US is huge.
Yes, so I'm in Houston or Boston or Atlanta, just that part of the world trying to create the diaspora market. The guy is here. So let's say it's 10 a.m. in the morning. There, let's say it's midnight here or 2 a.m. There it will be maybe 6 or 7.
Yes.
So you'll have to wake up, do a rate of offer, send to me. I get it signed to the other side and people pay. So we created a huge market on that side.
And how did you penetrate? Okay, don't leave that. Forget even just, I've worked for a real estate company. So whose core audience was the Kenyan diaspora? How did you create trust with them? Because one of the things about the diaspora is they've been conned a lot. There's promises made that have not been fulfilled. So what was it that you were doing that was enabling them to get trust? Or was it the reputation of the company that you worked with?
First, the brand, the reputation of Centum.
Aha.
To now, when they have these events, Kenya, the events
Yes.
that the communities do. You go there and exhibit. You sponsor, you make a presentation, they
Okay.
buy. So,
But you were Centum there. You were just...
yes,
Yes.
yes. But
So-
the boldness to just say we can go and do it,
I like it.
it was inspirational from the team members. So we kept exploring and we sent others to other parts of the world. So we kept expanding. And that's how Vipingo really
So in
became a
Vipingo,
household name.
the current project had how many apartments? Because there's apartments, there's the villas.
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong,
Yes.
There's the villas, there's apartment. The villas are the ones next to the...
As you get to the ridge, yeah.
So the ridge was already owned by somebody else.
Yeah, ridge.
And the golf course.
That's someone else.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the rest was built by Centums in terms of the residentials.
Yeah, we built it.
Wow.
So we had done a feasibility study that said for apartments just do 21 per year, there isn't deep demand. For the villas, do just 11, there isn't deep demand. So when we were starting, we were focused on the industrial component, and this was not deep. In the first phase, we did 74 villas and 440 apartments. And then now, yeah, we finished. COVID happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in fact, I was going to don't rush like
Yes.
that. Two things. So